We all love good-looking designs. In today's modern times, a professional and clean-looking website or application is a must-have for any company or individual and must not be overlooked. Many developers are great at writing code, thinking logically and building astonishing applications, but lack the necessary creative design experience to give their hard work a fresh look. In today's video, we want to address this common problem many developers have and want to give you 10 resources from 4 different categories that we use ourselves quite often when designing our websites and applications. The first category we want to go over today are graphics and illustrations. This might be one of the most important topics right off the bat, as an entire design can stand or fall with good visuals like login forms, illustrations or vector graphics. Coming up at the first spot, we have UIDesignDaily.com. On this website you can find hundreds of great designs for all kinds of things regarding user interfaces, like FAQ sections or website footers. Sometimes when I feel stuck on a section on a website and need some inspiration, I just go to this website and look at some designs. Most of the time I can come up with a cool idea on my own after just browsing the site for a few minutes. So if you sometimes feel stuck when designing a website or user interface in general, consider checking out UIDesignDaily.com to get some quick inspiration. The next free resource we want to talk about is undraw.co. This website is just amazing for anyone looking to spice up their user interfaces with some awesome illustrations. We could make an entire video about this site alone, so if you want to see that, like this video and write us a comment. On Undraw you can browse hundreds of high quality and completely free to use illustrations on any subject you can imagine, and the best thing about it is yet to come. As far as we're concerned, undraw.co is the only website that lets you customize the colors of the illustration. Just click the little box, which is the dark purple by default, and select a different color, for example the primary theme color of your website. You see, all illustrations are now colored in the one you chose. You can download the illustrations either as a PNG file to use as an image on document or similar, or as an SVG file to implement directly into your website without any loss of quality when scaling up. So you see, undraw.co is definitely worth checking out if you're searching for any kinds of illustrations. The next two resources are for cool illustrations as well. Error404.fun provides you with creative free-to-use illustrations to spice up your 404 or error pages. So if you're looking to implement quirky and highly creative illustrations, go ahead and take a look at error404.fun. Drawkit.io is a great resource for sketchy illustrations as well. They are now completely free too, so no hidden costs when downloading and using one of their illustration packages. As far as we're concerned, they don't provide you with the possibility to change the colors of the illustrations, but you can always download the uncolored black and white version and fill it with the colors you prefer. What websites and resources are you using all the time, and would you like to see a second part of this? We'd love to read your comments about this. Also make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more weekly videos. The second category we want to go over today are fonts. Every good design, whether it be a website or the user interface of a mobile app, needs a clean and fitting font. Coming up next, we want to show you 2 of the sites we primarily use to find great free fonts to use in our projects. The first font resource we want to present is probably the most prominent one. Of course, we're talking about Google Fonts. Google provides you with almost 1000 different fonts and font families, hosted and provided all for free by Google themselves. All the fonts on their website can be used completely free of charge by anyone from anywhere, so it's a great resource to take a look at if you're searching for cool new fonts to implement in your projects. Dafont.com is another great website for fonts. They probably have the biggest archive of fonts and typefaces in the entire world, but we're not completely sure on this one. One thing you have to be cautious about is the licensing of some fonts. Most of them are free to use for personal and commercial use as well, but some might have extended licenses or similar. So make sure to always check the license and readme files when using one of the fonts from Dafont.com. The next category we want to go over is color. Colors are a really broad topic, so we decided to just include the 2 websites we find really useful when dealing with something related to colors. Colormind.io is an astonishing tool powered by artificial intelligence that helps you create amazing color schemes with ease. Of course, it's completely free of charge for anyone, so you should definitely check this one out. We already did a video on Colormind.io in the context of using it to create color schemes for Bootstrap 4, so if you're interested in that and would like to see a more detailed explanation of the tool, make sure to check the video out. The second resource related to color is UIGradients.com. On this website you can browse all kinds of gradients, reaching from basic ones to fancy multicolor gradients. We love using this website to draw some inspiration or spice up some buttons or similar, as using a single color can get really boring sometimes. Those were the 2 resources we would recommend to check out regarding color picking and theming. The fourth and last category for today is high-resolution stock images. We'd like to share with you the 2 websites we always go to when it comes to choosing high-quality pictures for websites, thumbnails, Instagram posts or similar. Those two resources are pexels.com and unsplash.com. They are really similar and provide exactly the same service, so we put them together in this category. They allow you to search and filter all images, so you will definitely find something for every keyword you can imagine. The best thing about Pexels and Unsplash is that they are completely free to use and give you the permission to use their photos without having to give credit to anyone, in your own projects as well as in commercial projects or products. In addition to those, we want to give you a bonus resource on top. This resource is again really similar to Unsplash and Pexels. We're talking about pixabay.com. They have over 1.7 million free-to-use stock photos on their website, with a similar license to Pexels and Unsplash. This means that you can use their images for personal and commercial projects for free, without giving attribution to the original creators. So you see, you don't necessarily have to pay for high-resolution stock images. If you need some photos, just head over to Pexels, Unsplash or Pixabay and we're sure that you'll find something that will fit your needs. Those were 10 plus 1 of the resources we use all the time ourselves when dealing with designing websites or user interfaces. We hope these will help you as much as they help us, so if they do and you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Also make sure to subscribe to our channel for weekly videos if you haven't already. Do you want to see a second part of this with more free resources for programmers and developers? Tell us in the comments about it. Remember to leave a comment as well if you have anything you want us to hear. We're excited to see you again next week, and until then, stay healthy and keep on learning.